यार मेरा थोड़ा शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी वो होता है ना, गजनी वाला प्रॉब्लम है, तो वही होगा। बम 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 स्वागतम, और हम यहाँ पे आए हैं कूली नंबर 1 देखने के लिए, जो है नंबर 1 लेकिन है लॉट्स ऑफ फन। तो आइए देखिए और मजे लीजिए, लेकिन हाँ, मास्क लगा के आइएगा। You mean to say I only brought a smile to 90s kid, now I don't bring smile to
No, you always bring smile.
I understand that bringing a smile is a blessing, and especially in Mumbai city, it's too much of reality. Today there are so many fabulous dancers, you know, because when I came, it was different. I like Ritik at the moment. I had 103 fever, and I traveled in that fever to Bangkok, and then I had to shoot. So I remember that, and my eyes were kind of red, and I was really sick.
Hello everyone and welcome to midday.com. Today I'm in conversation with one of the most talented actors, respected comic artist, and the man who brought a smile on the face of every 90s kid, Jaaved Jaaferi. Hi sir, thank you so much for
Hello.
coming to us.
You mean to say I only brought a smile to 90s kid, now I don't bring smile to
No, you always bring smile.
Okay.
You bring a smile on everyone's faces. So from introducing breakdancing to India to being a national heartthrob with Boogie Woogie and doing such amazing roles over the years, how would you describe your journey so far?
Fantastic. It's been a wonderful journey, and so much to learn. I've been blessed to be associated with so much of talent through my life, and like you said, there has been two aspects of my career. One was television and one was film. And television was more of a one-on-one, where there was direct contact with the audience and whoever you were dealing with. Films is slightly kind of detached, because obviously it's a medium where you shoot and that's the way it is. But television, because it was the show we were doing, especially Boogie Woogie, it being interactive and a show which incorporated so many people from all across the country. So that was an amazing experience. So, like I said, I feel blessed, and I thank God for giving me whatever He gave me.
And when it comes to choosing certain types of roles, are you naturally drawn towards comic roles?
See, there are two aspects. One is, as a performer, you want to do as many variations as you can, because obviously you're an actor and you'd like to experiment with different kind of characters, and that's what an actor is all about. He's a character, and if you can't play various characters, then it becomes stagnant and you don't grow as an actor. So yes, on one side, I love to do variations and different characters, but I understand that bringing a smile is a blessing, and especially in a country like India, where there's too many problems and too much of reality, and people want to escape and they want to just take a break and have a laugh. So I suppose you slightly lead towards that, because like I said, it's just within your profession, it becomes a kind of a service that, okay, I can bring a smile to people's faces. So yeah, that's in a nutshell, that's how you would surmise this.
And it's always, a pleasure watching you perform on screen. What makes you laugh in real life?
Technically, I love children, like children who are not conscious yet. So probably, kids who are like 5, 6, 7, who just say what they want. And you watch a lot of these videos on YouTube, and you see children, and they're natural. They're not scripted, But yes, there are lots of times you do watch comedians. You will watch movies. So it's always a pleasure to see good performers who work hard on trying to get material to make people laugh. So yes, I do. I enjoy certain comedians. And
any recent video or a comedian that you saw that you really loved?
See, within India, there are people like I enjoy more socio-political humor. So Varun is there, Kunal is there, Atul Khatri is there. Atul Khatri is not so much socio-political, but he's funny. In certain names I don't remember, but these names I remember, because I just browse, and and like abroad, my favorite comedians have been people like George Carlin and Robin Williams, Richard Pryor. We knew a lot. I don't remember names like Jim Carrey, of course, but I just randomly browse. I'm not a heavy, like, so-called internet addict. So I'm not on I mean, I don't go on. I have an account, but I don't go on Facebook. I'm not much on Instagram at all, and I do Twitter sometimes. So that's that, But I'm not one of those internet addicts. So
Right. Right. So, coming to Coolie number one, from whoever I've spoken to on the set, everyone has said that it was such a blast working on the film. And the fun that you all had on sets was just like a small part of, what happened on screen was a small part of what you all actually had on set. So, what was your experience like?
see, first and foremost, David Dhawan, is a name synonymous with making fun films. And it's my first experience with David Bhai, and I was thrilled. I love the guy, I love what he does. And and when you come on the set and you meet the team, so there's Paresh Bhai, there's Rajpal Bhai, there's Varun. There was Sara. I didn't interact much with Sara from on screen. My on screen, my shoot was mostly with Varun and Paresh, and a bit of Rajpal also. But great team. I mean, they're all fantastic performers. So when you work with performers who have got the timing and, and so we try to remain within the script, obviously. Sometimes there's a little scope for improv, but, David Vai gives that little space. But as long as it's within the parameters of the scene, and because he's an editor, so he understands I can't, this scene has to be in this much time. So इतने time में ही मुझे खत्म करना है तो ये extra जाएगा तो वो मैं cut कर दूंगा. He knows where he's going to cut. So that is good in a way, that because we just don't start blabbering and extending a scene and shooting. He knows, okay, that's how much I want, and that's it. So from that perspective, I really enjoyed myself on the set, and it was good fun. So it's a script.
And like you just mentioned, it has stellar star cast and so many other, comic actors. Actors who are great at comedy.
Johnny Vai was there, but Johnny Vai didn't. I wasn't with him on screen. Sahil was with me. Sahil,
Yeah.
yeah, and so Shikha Talsania. So they're all really good actors. They're good performers, and it's a pleasure to work with good performers and who have good timing. And for an actor, for me, at least for me, I really enjoy myself when I have good performers along, and it just makes it so much better.
While doing comedy scenes, did you all ever crack up looking at each other? Because there are so many comic actors on set.
Sometimes we did laugh, but because but they are mostly in rehearsals and we try to do things, and so we did. At least for me, I remember. I don't remember when, but there were moments, yes, that we did laugh, and but we are controlled. Like you said, all of us are professionals, so we hold back that laugh, even if we do want to laugh. And then probably after the scene, we laugh and we say, "Was that was really funny."
And you play a Malayali character in the film.
No, it's not. See, basically I play two characters. One character is the basic UP. He's a pandit, and he's a proper Hindi speaking pandit. And when he becomes in disguise, he plays a character he's kind of from the south. It's ambiguous. We have not underlined where he's from, so it's a vague accent, which is bit of Mallu, bit of Tamil, bit of so. It's a generic kind of accent. We can't pinpoint and say Kannada or Malayali or Telugu so it's somewhere in the south zone, because obviously it's a random character. He's not he's a pandit who's in disguise, so he's not some expert. So it's justified that even if he's making mistakes with his accent, he's a pandit. He's just playing a part. So yeah.
Like being a voiceover artist, did that come naturally to you, getting an accent or changing accents?
For me, accents are pretty much a part of what I was doing since college, and because of I love to observe people, so I used to travel by trains and buses, and that was especially in Mumbai city. So you watch people, you listen to sounds, you watch people's behavior, and that stays with you in your data bank up there, and that is so much. It is a boon for an actor, because you just have to go, okay, इसका थोड़ा ये ले लेते हैं, ये ऐसे walk कर लेंगे, and maybe this voice may work and this particular accent may work. So I've been doing that. I did that on television on a show called Videocon Flashback, and Time Pass, especially on Channel V. And I think that was one of the most creative shows I've done. Mad show. 5 years I was there, and it got a lot of love and appreciation from within the industry itself, and people, of course, as a cult following. And so I think uh, these things help me, and I love to become characters. Like if I can add, especially in comedy, when you can add nuances of, a bit of whatever accents from across India or wherever they are from.
Mhm.
So I try to do that as much as possible.
And from the sets of Coolie #1, is there any particular moment that you remember that will always remain with you?
यार मेरा थोड़ा शॉर्ट टर्म मेमोरी वो होता है ना गजनी वाला प्रॉब्लम है बट आई रिमेंबर द एंजॉयमेंट आई वाज वेरी sick on my first day of shoot. Yes, I remember that. I was really sick. I was like, I had 103 fever, and I traveled in that fever to on flight. I was like shivering because to Bangkok, and then I had to shoot. So I remember that, and my eyes were kind of red, and I was really sick. So that was, I think, my first shot in the film. And then, of course, after about 2 days or something, I eased out. But that's the way it is in our business, and the show must go on. And so yeah, that I'll remember because I was really really sick. Thankfully, I hope it doesn't show on screen, but the face did look like it was tired and not well. Uh, Besides that, I think there was one or two improv scenes. I think on the dock with Paresh Bhai and Varun, Sahil, and myself. And I think we did some musti there. One or two improv things happened. And there was one scene in the bungalow where we all danced together, Paresh Bhai, Varun, and myself. It's like a small little jig. And so it was like improv choreography. I just put it together. I said, let's just do this and put our hands out. So I think I really enjoyed, So there are improv movements, and I think for me, it's a movie I'll remember because I enjoyed myself on this.
Okay, so we have a quick rapid fire for you. No, we want to know some things from you. So one is, who is your favorite comedian in Bollywood?
Existing comedian Johnny Lever.
Okay. One secret that you can reveal to us from the sets of Coolie #1.
Secret? कुछ secret नहीं था, सब खुला हुआ था, कुछ secret ही नहीं था.
Who is the best dancer in Bollywood according to you?
I like Hrithik at the moment, but like there are new people coming up, but I like Hrithik. Prabhudeva is there, Okay, we've all aged gracefully, but yeah, I think Hrithik still is smooth. Yeah.
So, who according to you can perform Bol Baby Bol as well as you did from today's generation?
I know today there are so many fabulous dancers. Because when I came, it was different. Today, like it's everybody dances, and they're all so proficient in what they do. So personally, like I said again, all these guys, whether it's Tiger Shroff or everybody, they're all into it. Even honestly, Ranveer Kapoor also is pretty smooth. So I think all of them, they've become so much more proficient in what they do. So there's not one particular person. I think they'll all do a great job.
Okay, one film or series that you wish you were a part of?
I wish I was a part of. Okay, well, that was one of the dream projects. Sholay. Okay, fine. That's the kind of film everybody would like to be a part of. Sure, I don't know. Oh well, I would love to play the professor in Money Heist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. One film you regret signing?
Breaking Bad. The professor in Breaking Bad. They're both professors.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, strangely, yeah, both are professors, but they are great characters. Yeah.
Okay. One film you regret signing?
Oh, there was a film I did which was called, it was Munmun Sen and myself. I forgot even the name of that film. A really bad film. Yeah, I don't know. I just got caught up. People sometimes, people put the projects together and they sell it to you saying, but yeah, that was really bad. Okay, that's not, by the way, people might think Munmun Sen. Munmun and me did two films. One was called Wo Phiraegi, which was fun. It was a good film. We had Sara also. This was some other film,
Okay.
which I'm not remembering. So it's not Wo Phiraegi, definitely. Yeah.
So lastly, if I had to ask you to tell people to watch Coolie #1 in the Takeshi's Castle voiceover style, how would you do it?
तो वही होगा बम 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 स्वागतम और हम आज यहाँ पे आए हैं Coolie #1 देखने के लिए जो है नंबर 1 लेकिन है लॉट्स ऑफ फन तो आइए देखिए और मजे लीजिए लेकिन हाँ मास्क लगा के आइएगा.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. It was great talking to you.
Okay, thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Bye.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.